In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 28, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Astros vs. Texas Rangers. The Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers wrap up a 4-game series with a matinee matchup. Houston, the defending American League champions, are off to a relatively slow start as they deal with injuries and a slumping lineup. The Rangers' bats have also been very quiet despite the offseason additions of what was supposed to be baseball's most powerful double-play combination of 2B Marcus Semien and SS Corey Seager. This has been a tough series to size up, as the Rangers have pretty much struggled throughout the duration of the young season, and Houston has battled since their season-opening series. There are encouraging signs that Houston's offense is beginning to emerge from their slump, with Kyle Tucker finally showing signs of life and Jose Altuve working his way back from injury. Houston seemingly always has the advantage with Verlander towing the rubber, and that will certainly be the case in this one. The Astros have had success in Arlington of late, going 6-2 in their last 8 contests. At 39 years old and 1 year removed from Tommy John surgery, Justin Verlander has not missed a beat to begin the season. Through 3 starts, Verlander has already thrown 19 innings and is pitching to a 1.89 ERA and a 29% strikeout rate. Verlander will have a tough matchup when Martin Perez toes the rubber for the Rangers. Perez is off to a hot start and is coming off a career game against Oakland that saw him pitch 6 scoreless innings while allowing only 2 hits and 1 run. In his first year back with the Rangers, Perez's 3.86 ERA is the second lowest of his career, and his xERA is actually much lower at 2.52. Both of these pitchers should be able to find success in their starts and limit big innings. The Astros are struggling offensively to begin the year, ranking 27th in batting average and 20th in OPS, but they have more potential than this Rangers lineup and should find themselves at the plate sooner or later. Expect them to scrape together a few runs, especially off a Rangers bullpen posting a 4.11 ERA. The Rangers have been a good offensive squad, but they haven't gone up against a pitcher to Verlander's caliber yet. It should also be noted that Marcus Semien has been off to a historically slow start, batting .167 with 0 home runs to go with it. This is the longest Semien has gone without a home run to begin a season, and this is coming off a season where he slugged 45 of them. The Rangers will need a player like Semien in games like this, and without his production, this team will struggle. Trust Verlander to pitch deep into the game as he has in his first 3 starts, so the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. While the Rangers are 7th in baseball in runs scored, they have scored just 2.4 runs per game in their last 10 losses. The Astros are having difficulty putting up big numbers as their lineup still rounds into form. In Verlander's 3 starts so far this season, the Astros have allowed a total of 6 runs. His last start was his worst this season, and Verlander only allowed 3 runs against the potent Blue Jays lineup. With Semien and Seager still struggling, the Rangers don't appear equipped to put up crooked numbers against Verlander and the Astros' deep pen. Texas has gone cold the last 2 nights, amassing just 4 total runs, and now they have to contend with one of the elite arms in the game. While Perez labored through his first 2 starts, he was mighty impressive his last time out against Oakland, tossing 6 shutout innings. The Astros' offense appears to be slowly rebounding, but still cannot be trusted to carry most of the scoring in this one. The under has been a theme for both teams of late, going 5-0 in the Rangers' last 5 contests and 6-1 in the Astros' last 7. Runs are always at a premium when Justin Verlander gets the ball, and that will once again be the case on Thursday. Houston is only averaging 3.6 runs per game in their past 10 games, so I expect a 3-1 or 4-1 final score on getaway day in this series finale. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals vs. Chicago White Sox. It's the final game between a pair of teams looking to make a move in the American League Central as they clash in the Windy City. The Kansas City Royals are on the road as they close a 3-game series with the Chicago White Sox Thursday afternoon. In the opening game of the set Tuesday night, it was the Royals blanking the White Sox 6-0. Chicago rebounded by earning a 7-3 victory in the middle game of the series Wednesday afternoon. We've seen the teams split 2 meetings coming into this contest, but the White Sox are still struggling at this point in time. Neither starter has picked up a win on the mound despite turning in solid outings, and they have decent metrics working for them. The Chicago White Sox are still way more talented of a team than the Kansas City Royals and should be able to dominate in this game. Michael Kopech has shown the ability to be an elite pitcher in the American League, and these Royals hitters are going to struggle to catch up to his fastball. These bullpens need some work this year, as Chicago is tied for 19th in MLB with the Washington Nationals with a 3.94 reliever ERA, while Kansas City is 27th in baseball with a 4.34 bullpen ERA so far this season. At the end of the day, you have to lean on the strong pitching group, and that leans to the White Sox as Kopech gets them through the first 5 or 6 frames before the bullpen closes it out. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Kansas City comes in with the under, having hit in 10 of their 16 contests. The Royals are 26th in the majors in runs per game as they put up an average of 3.27 runs a night this season. Kansas City is 12th in runs per game on the road as they average 4.6 runs a contest. Their average total this season is 7.74 runs per game, a number that climbs to 10.2 runs per game on the road. Chicago entered Wednesday night having seen the under hit in 8 of their 17 games this season. The White Sox have seen an average total of 7.76 runs per game so far this season. Chicago has put up an average of 3.13 runs per game on the year, which is 27th in the majors, so their bats have to get going. Their average home total drops to 7 runs per game. Tuesday's game stayed under the total while Wednesday's went over the mark. Neither lineup has done well with runners in scoring position, as the White Sox are tied with the Twins for 21st with a .631 OPS in those situations, while the Royals are 28th with a .586 OPS there. Looking at the last week of games, Kansas City is averaging 3.5 runs in their previous 6 games, while Chicago is scoring 2.83 runs throughout their last 6 games this season. Neither team has hit very well, and both Keller and Kopech have done well in their careers against the opposing lineup while seeing a divisional opponent often. The under has hit in 17 of the last 22 games against one another. Given 2 pitchers that have done a solid job of run prevention, you have to think that this one ends up staying below what is a low total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Toronto Blue Jays. Tease the continuation of an early week series on the diamond between a pair of American League East rivals north of the border. The Boston Red Sox are on the road as they play the final game of a 4-game set with the Toronto Blue Jays Thursday afternoon. Toronto took the first 2 games in the series, earning a 6-2 victory in the series opener Monday night, and followed that up with a 6-5 10-inning victory in the second game of the series Tuesday night. The pitching matchup for the third game of the series Wednesday night saw Michael Wacha get the ball for Boston against Toronto's Ross Stripling. Heading into this matchup, the Blue Jays and Red Sox have already met up for 5 games, with Toronto picking up 4 wins. Despite the lopsided record, the average scoring differential for the winning team is just 2 runs, showing this has been a more competitive series than the record suggests. Toronto has crushed right-handed pitching. So far, the team is ranked 5th in runs per at-bat with right-handers on the mound. On the other side, I expect the Red Sox to struggle against Alek Manoah, who has been excellent to start the year. In terms of slugging percentage, the team also sits in the bottom half of the league with an SLG percentage of just 0.346. The team's offensive struggles can partly be attributed to their inability to get on base, as they rank 28th with an OBP of 0.274. If they are going to improve upon this number, they would benefit from increasing their walk numbers, as they rank 30th in the league with a BB percentage of just 6.1%. A major reason for Alek Manoah's high FIP is his tendency to give up the long ball, averaging 1 homers per 9 innings pitched, including a home run to fly ball ratio of 10. On the season, Alek Manoah has had no problem racking up strikeouts, posting a strikeout percentage of 25%, while averaging 6 Kelvins per game. However, he has had problems with command, averaging 2 walks per outing. Manoah has been great in his trio of starts thus far. He's coming off 6 innings with 2 earned on 7 hits in a road win over Houston his last time up. In the Wednesday game, Toronto got into some trouble late and didn't have enough offense to cover the damage. I like this finale to be close, but I also like the Jays better on a potential victory, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Boston went into Wednesday's contest having seen the under post a 10-6-2 mark in their opening 18 games on the year. The Red Red Sox are 22nd in runs per game with 3.61, which improves slightly to 3.73 runs per game as the road team. Boston's average total this season is 7.93 runs per game going into Wednesday's action, while that number edges up to 7.89 runs per game on the road. Toronto has seen the under hit in 11 of their 18 games this season entering Wednesday's action. The Blue Jays are 12th in runs per game with 4.33 runs per contest, though that number climbs to a solid 5.63 runs per game at home this season. That is third in the majors when it comes to run production at home. Toronto's average total this season is 8.22 runs per game, and that number jumps to a hefty 10.63 runs per game at Rogers Center. We saw the first two games go over the total, though a lot of the damage came against bullpen arms as opposed to starters. In their first 5 games against each other, the two teams are averaging just over 10 runs per game, but the over-under record is just 2-3. Look for the Red Sox to struggle against Alek Manoah, as he has been excellent at limiting opponents from hitting for power. In addition, don't expect the Red Sox to put up runs late, as the Blue Jays have a bullpen with a combined ERA of just 3. Look for this one to end up falling short of the total as Whitlock and Manoah keep the bats in check. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.